Oh my god, this is my second time. Fucking hell. This is my second take. I was giving a tour of my ferret and I accidentally filmed my dick. I'm butt naked. Get away from me, ferret. You're gonna get me in trouble. So here we go again. It's 6:22 now. It's August 19th, Monday, 2024. I'll try to film the ferrets without filming my dick. There you are, you little rascals. There's one. There's the other one. It's morning time, so everybody's getting up. One of these days I'm gonna film my dick, dude, and I'm not gonna fucking realize. I'm gonna get kicked the fuck off YouTube, and I'm gonna be like, what did I do? I'm gonna have no idea whatsoever. Anyway, yeah, I didn't sleep last night. You can see it's 6:22 in the morning. The gym's been open for an hour and 20 minutes. But I was laying in bed trying to get to sleep because it was still dark at 5, so I was still seeing maybe I could get to sleep. No. I was basically just laying in bed. I think I picked up the phone a couple of times to look at it. Now my birdie wordies are going back and forth. Yeah, so yesterday I did go to the gym, dude. I did. So yeah, and so like my muscles are sore and stuff pretty much right now. And I don't know what my accumulated is. Man, the birds can go they're getting their exercise. They go from there. They've done it like twice since I started the video. They go from their cage up there and then they fly the dick across. I'm watching the people make fun of the right-wing comedians. God. Hey. And then they're gonna fly back over there. I got to take that bike into the store today. They refused to take it because there was bird poop on it. They called it filth. I'm like, it took me a while to understand what the dude was saying to me. I'm like, wait, but I do get to bring the bike back, right? Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna work on my own bike from now on. Hopefully. I need to, obviously I would need to buy all the parts and the bits and pieces and watch the new tutorials on how to deal with them and stuff, so. But yeah, that's gonna, one of the best ways, best way to save money is to work on your own bike, because these bastards, they're gonna charge me at least $650 and then it'll go up from there just to tune my bike. Bikes these days, it's insane. Anyway, so yeah, I have to take it in at noon because that's when they open. For some reason they open at noon on Mondays. So I have to be awake at noon, you know. I don't want to like fall asleep because oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh god. Yeah, I didn't sleep last night, but I also didn't sleep the night before last night. And I didn't have a nap during the day yesterday. So I haven't slept since day before yesterday at noon. That was the last time I slept. I was laying in bed though for most of last night, but I didn't get any sleep. Not even a single second. I didn't even get groggy at any moment. So, that's kind of, I don't know, it seems like even though I don't feel groggy, it seems like I might be getting groggy by noon, and I hate doing stuff in the day when I'm groggy, but anyway, that's what we're doing. So I think I'm going to go in the gym, though, because I have so much damn energy. I think I'm going to go to the gym right now, after I do the video, and work out, maybe for a long time. I went in the gym yesterday, and then I got kicked out of the gym, and I was still going strong. Like, I don't know how long I could have kept going. But I got kicked out at 8:08 because they freaking closed at 8 at 24 Hour Fitness. Like, what the fuck? 8? 8? And you call yourself 24 Hour Fitness? Anyway, and I don't remember when I got there. I forgot to look at my watch, right? But I did do a new thing. That's what my notes look like, and you literally just talk to the goddamn notes, dude. Watch. No, it's for reals. So you go. So like now there ain't nothing said there, right? But now I go. Bench press 315 pounds, 3 sets of 10. And then you hit done. Look. Bench press 315 pounds, 3 sets of 10. So you don't have to type, dude. Which means I don't have to... And it was working, you know, even with people around. Oops, I accidentally erased a little bit from yesterday. Even with people around, you know, they can't really even hear you. You just put your mouth right up next to it and you make sure that you enunciate. And even with the clanking and the music and everything in the background, it still hears you, dude. Fucking, I love it. No work whatsoever to record what you do. And then you go home and then you do the math to figure out what your accumulated is. And then you just try, and then you figure out what your accumulated, what your lifting per minute is. And that's basically what your fitness level is, you know? Like, I'm going to be the only one who works out like this and will plan it. I'm also apparently the only person on the planet with a website, which makes it so that I can't get a roommate. And I also get hundreds of people trying to be my friend on Facebook, but nobody. But then they block me as soon as I tell them about my website. Still not as... They always go, what's this? It's like, oh my god, dude, it's called a website. Anyways, so I did hoist leg curl, 115 pounds, 3 sets of 10. Hoist leg press, 227 pounds, 3 sets of 10. Now, I chose the weight. I have a new philosophy because I'm so out of shape and everything. My philosophy is I just show up at a machine and I lift at whatever weight is on there. Right? So that way I get an idea of how strong people are around me. You know, and then I can feel good about myself thinking that I'm at least as strong as the other people around me. You know, and so yeah, this is just what was already on the machine. I just walked up to it. I literally, if you saw me there, I literally walk in the building, walk right to the first building machine I saw that was free, and I just picked it up and just started lifting, and then I got up on the next one. And so yeah, so anyways, so that hoist leg press, yeah, she's 27 pounds. It was a good weight for me. It was a little girl, like a little fitness girl on it, and so I was kind of surprised. I looked at it and it was way down there. I was like, dang, that bitch was that strong? Because there was nobody else on it since her. But it was actually a good weight. It wasn't too much for me. It was one of those. Some machines are easy to get weight out of. So if you want to play the game, just go lift on those ones first. If your goal is to get big numbers for the day, you know. But anyway, whatever. And that was one of them, the hoist leg press. But free motion chest press, 70 pounds, 3 sets of 10. And that worked me out just fine, dude. Hoist, seated, press, 91 pounds, 3 sets of 10. Cybex arm curl, 70 pounds, 3 sets of 10. Star Trek chest press, 60 pounds, 3 sets of 10. Hoist leg, extension, 102 pounds, 3 sets of 10. Free motion lat pull down, 70 pounds, 3 sets of 10. Rode 2 kilometers in 11:58 on the rowing machine. Ran a mile in 12:21, and then I stationary bike 7.87 miles in 21 minutes 21 seconds until they closed. And it had a watt meter on there. The bikes these days, the stationary bikes these days, are pretty cool because you can increase the tension just by turning the knob, just like all stationary bikes have always been since the beginning of time. The bikes on the Titanic were like that. But the thing is, they tell you what your watts are from the pedals or the cranks. So it's basically like riding a bike that it's like maybe riding an electric bike or something, some kind of electric drivetrain where there's no gears. You can just control what your cadence is by twisting this thing around. And other than that, it's like riding a normal bike. You get to look at your watts and everything. It's pretty cool. I'm curious to know what watts people do. They never talk about it. People who work out in the gym, and the bike seems to be one of the most popular exercise equipment. I watched a movie last night, Space Cadet, and in one of their tasks, they were supposed to survive. They had one of the main leaders riding on a stationary bike the whole time and stuff. And it's like, so I would love to see what lots of normal people do, but nobody talks about that. The only person I've ever talked who wasn't a bike racer talk about watts on their bike is Greg Doucette. And the numbers he gave were pretty good. He said he could do like sprint at like 1200 watts or something. I can't remember, but anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward to going back there. I was able to run. When I first started running, I was like, you'll run a mile, and then I started running well. It was like, let's run 5K. Let's run 3.1 miles on this. And then after almost a mile, I was like, no, let's run 1 mile. I think I could have run 3 miles. But I can run. As long as it's just 1 mile, I can run a 12-minute mile on a treadmill. And if I went in there like fresh, I don't know right now because I'm tired, but if I went in there fresh without an asthma attack, and I like listened to hardcore music or something, and I just busted my ass, I could probably break a 10-minute mile on a treadmill if it was on flat. So maybe if I don't know what I could run a mile outside in, but maybe 15 minutes. But yeah, so I'm in a lot of pain all over my body, but I'm not. And obviously, I've lost a lot of strength, but I haven't lost so much strength that I'm incapacitated. So it was kind of a little bit encouraging yesterday. But I have like pain everywhere. Left hip is the biggest one. Oh, and when I was running, my injuries came back. Like my left calf, I get sharp shooting pains in it because I tore it once, a long time ago. And then my left, inside of my right knee, but not just the knee, going up probably about 4 inches on the inside of my leg, it was hurting. Because that's how the injury that I got and that never healed. And I was thinking to myself yesterday, like, because I have this big bulbous, when I'm looking at my legs, I have my big bulbous knee, because it got all from the injury from the torn that happened a couple of months ago. And then the muscles go down. I'm like, oh man, I'm thinking in my head, I think I remember seeing like really old guys walking around with these huge round knees and then tiny little legs, and maybe that's the same thing. They just keep injuring their knee over time, and then it just builds up this cartilage over their knee, and God, and they just never exercise themselves back in shape. Like that's what happens. I was listening to, and I think it's overall due to just mental retardation. Like me, I'm an edge case, because I'm like a psychopath. Psychopathically, I might be a psychopath, genetically a psychopath, but I'm psychopath. No, I'm actually super empathic, not psychopath. What's the word? Obsessive compulsive. With a website that I was gonna just kill my body, but normally people don't exercise just from laziness. But I was listening to Rousseau, and he was saying that people in his day and age, the poor people, because they're raised in those little swaddling hangers, baskets, hammocks, with the tubes of milk held to their mouth like they're cattle. I mean, we don't even treat cattle like that anymore, I don't think. But and then they're neglected their whole life. He said like they never grow up. Like physically they never grow up. They're like malformed and like children, and then they just, instead of growing up, they just age that way. And Jesus, like that was back in the days when people were really short. In the Netherlands, in the 1600s, they were the shortest in Europe. Rousseau was French, but that was like a bad time. The 1600s and the early 1700s was a bad time for Europeans. Americans were like 4 inches taller than them on average at that period of time. Anyway, it's actually very similar to now, to this day and age. I'll talk about it when I do my Rousseau book. My brain is a little bit, I'm still smoking weed and I'm not into working out. So, like, in the zone yet, like, man, I'm having so much trouble finding words. I'm not in the rhythm yet. But when I do, I'll listen to the book, Rousseau, and then do the video about it, and and then as soon as I can, start working on Livy with ChatGTP, and then that'll be my first book that I do as back burner. And then once I'm done with Livy as back burner and I can sleep, being able to sleep at night, the first night I can sleep, will be a big game changer for me. So I'll be at the next level. So maybe I can sleep tonight just due to the fact that I didn't sleep last night or the night before last night. One reason that I didn't sleep last night could have been because of the exercising. It just kind of threw my body. I don't feel that way anymore, but like all last night as I was laying in bed, my heart was pounding and I was feverish. So yeah, my body felt it, man. Even though I did what I said, that's enough. But now, so that kind of kept me from sleeping, and now my body is kind of like charged again. So maybe it gave me energy. I don't know. So like maybe I have more energy now at this time of day than if I'd never even gone to the gym yesterday. You know? I don't know. So, God, one bird is eating and the other one's checking himself out in the mirror. I see that yellow one checking himself out in the mirror all the damn time. See, he's eating. That little bastard, he's always... He's not doing it now, but... Anyway, so yeah, this vlog is going to be a getting back in shape vlog. Hopefully from... unless I run out of money, it'll be from... and nobody's going to give me money, and nobody's going to... No actual human is going to write me on Facebook, and nobody's going to move in with me, but... If I make enough money, the normal way, then yeah, this will be one of those vlogs where it's like absolute bottom to absolute top, man, for reals. Hear me now, quote me later. So it's good. You can take notes. No, it's the revolutionary new way. Once I take the test, once I take the hour-long history test, that's when I've arrived. And then once I've taken it 3 times, that's when I've arrived, and then I can have the license to ask other people to take it. Once I've taken it 3 times. So anyways, it's coming together. So that's enough talking. I'm going to figure out how many accumulated everything I did, miles and lifting, and then upload this sucker and smoke some weed, yeah, and then maybe have some breakfast or whatever, I don't know, and go into the gym for the second time, and then I'll come back and have a little bit of a nap until I have to drive my bike. I'll come back, and if I can stay awake all day, and work out at the gym and all that, and stay busy somehow, and not sleep before it gets dark. Maybe I could fall asleep as soon as it gets dark at like 8, and then wake up sometime like tomorrow at 5 and go to the gym, and then that could get me diurnalized. That'd be really cool, but I'll let you know what happens tomorrow. So anyways, just coming together. So that's enough talking. I'm going to figure out how many accumulated everything I did, miles and lifting, and then upload this sucker and smoke some weed, yeah, and then maybe have some breakfast or whatever, I don't know, and go into the gym for the second time, and then I'll come back and have a little bit of a nap until I have to drive my bike. Up.